library has a self-checkout machine, there will be times when you as a staff member need to get into the settings in order to adjust things or for initial setup, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The helpful things that a staff member will need are the keyboard that came with, which has a mouse pad on it, or if you are like me and prefer a USB mouse, which I have plugged in to a USB port at the back of the machine. The first thing you're going to have to do is get out of the one-stop checkout software. In order to do that, you will use the keyboard to click the Windows icon, which brings up your taskbar, and then hover over the one-stop icon, right-click, and choose Close Window. That will bring you to the desktop of the self-checkout machine. From there, you can choose Configure One Stop, and it will open a browser that has login screen. The login will be your director's email and password that were set up through Envisionware, and you can contact me directly if you need access to that. Otherwise, we'll just click Login, and it takes just a second. You can tell that it's moving because of the progress circle in the tab. This does have a little bit of lag time, so be patient. After the login is complete, it will bring you to the System Monitor console, which looks like this, and you have to continue waiting because the screen needs to populate. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and maximize this to make it fit a little nicer. So from here you would use the initial settings document that I had sent out to all of the libraries, and it's also available on the library profiles page under the SWLS HQ sheet. Anytime you change a setting, remember to click Save, which is the green button, and then wait for the screen to repopulate again to ensure that it actually saved. Again, there's some lag time, so you have to be really patient with this. For most of you, you will want to also set up a user ID so that you can access statistics on the machine, so you can see how much has been checked out on your self-checkout. To do that, you'll head to General Settings, scroll down to Staff User ID, and choose something that makes sense to you. Remember, after you type that in, make sure you write it down somewhere, and then click Save. After that's saved, and everything is done in the setup, you can close this browser out, just like normal, and restart the one-stop software, which is the second icon on your desktop. That will reopen the checkout screen for your patrons, and it also gives you access to your statistics. So patrons can now check out, but if you need to access your statistics, you would click Checkout Materials. Instead of a library card number, you would type in that user ID that you just set up in General Settings. And it brings up a Staff Functions menu. You can view statistics here. You can access the desktop again if you need to. If you have any Envisionware support tickets in, you can see those here. or you can click down here to exit the staff menu, which will take you right back to the checkout screen for your patrons. If you have any questions or you run into any trouble at all, please just reach out to me at SWLS, and you can do that by phone or email. Thank you.